Hi, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of the English Leap podcast. I'm Jennifer, and we are so excited to introduce something brand new today.
That's right. I'm Daniel, and today we're officially kicking off our brand new series called the English Leap Podcast with Stories.
So, what's this new series all about? Well, imagine learning English not just through textbooks, but through fun, relatable, and real-life stories. That's exactly what we're bringing you. Stories that entertain, teach, and inspire, all in one place.
Exactly. Each episode will feature a unique story, sometimes funny, sometimes heartwarming, but always packed with useful vocabulary and phrases to help you sound more natural when you speak English.
And the best part? We're keeping it natural and conversational, just like the way native speakers talk. You'll hear real expressions, idioms, and everyday language. No boring lessons here.
Oh, and don't forget the sprinkle of humor. We promise to keep you laughing while you learn.
Of course. And here's the cherry on top. Every episode comes with a downloadable PDF. It's like your personal cheat sheet for each story, filled with key vocabulary, examples, and even a fun activity to practice what you've learned.
So, whether you're listening at home, on your commute, or during a break, the English Leap Podcast with Stories is here to make learning English easier and a whole lot more fun.
Okay, Daniel, how about we give our listeners a little teaser of what's to come? What's your favorite kind of story to share?
Oh, that's easy. I love sharing those so bad it's funny moments. You know, the kind where everything goes hilariously wrong.
Like that time you tried to cook for your friends?
Exactly. And trust me, there's a lot more where that came from. But hey, Jennifer, I bet you've got some epic stories too.
Oh, definitely. I've got a few travel tales that you won't believe. Getting lost in the middle of nowhere, meeting some unforgettable characters, you name it.
Well, listeners, buckle up because we've got stories like these and so much more coming your way.
And we want to hear from you too. Share your own stories, ask questions, or tell us what topics you'd like us to cover.
Speaking of stories, Jennifer, should we jump into today's?
Definitely. You teased earlier that you've got a great one lined up. What's the scoop?
Oh, it's a good one. Imagine this. 12-year-old me, a school trip, and total chaos.
Oh no, this already sounds good. Let's dive in.
So back when I was in middle school, our class went on this field trip to this massive history museum in the city. I mean, it was the kind of place that's just like huge. Rooms and rooms of artifacts, ancient statues, and, a lot of stuff I didn't really care about at the time.
Wait, you didn't care about ancient history? I thought you were a history buff.
Not at 12, Jennifer. At 12, I cared about snacks, sitting with my friends, and, not getting yelled at by the teacher. Anyway, we got to the museum, and the teacher gives us this super long lecture about sticking together, like, don't wander off, stay in the group, and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, classic. And I bet someone didn't listen.
Guilty. So, we're walking through this exhibit about ancient Egypt, and I see this giant replica of a pharaoh's tomb. Like, it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. There were these gold carvings, this big sarcophagus.
Wait. Sarcophagus? What's that?
Oh, right. A sarcophagus is this fancy stone coffin that ancient Egyptians used to bury important people like pharaohs. Think of it as a luxury grave box.
Got it. So, you're staring at this luxury grave box. Then what?
I'm just, like, totally engrossed. You know that feeling when you're so into something you forget the world around you?
Engrossed? Like completely absorbed?
Exactly. So, I'm just there, staring, probably with my mouth open, and when I finally snap out of it, my group is gone. Like, totally gone.
Oh no, what did you do?
At first, I'm like, okay, no big deal. I'll just catch up. But then I realize I have no idea which direction they went. And this museum, is like a labyrinth.
Labyrinth? You mean like a maze?
Exactly. It's this word for a place with a bunch of confusing paths. And yeah, this museum was one giant labyrinth of history. So I start wandering around, thinking I'll find my classmates. Spoiler, I didn't.
Oh my gosh, Daniel. Were you panicking?
At first, no. I was like, I got this. I'm 12. I'm practically an adult. But after 10 minutes of wandering through endless artifacts, I start to freak out a little. I mean, every room looks the same. Statues, pottery, random paintings. It's like being stuck in a history-themed nightmare.
Poor little Daniel. So what did you do?
Eventually, I spot this museum guide wearing a bright orange vest. I run up to her and blurt out, "I think I'm lost." She's super calm and asks me questions about my school, my group, and all that. Then she radios some other staff with her walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie. I love that word. It's so fun to say.
Right? It's basically a portable two-way radio. Anyway, while we're waiting, she's like, "Hey, do you want to see something cool?" And I'm like, yeah?
Let me guess. She gave you a mini tour?
She did. She starts showing me these little figurines called ushabtis. They're these tiny statues that ancient Egyptians put in tombs to serve the dead in the afterlife.
Wow. So even while lost, you're learning. Classic nerd.
Exactly. Then she explains this word, amulet. Do you know what that is?
I think it's a charm or something?
Yep. It's like a small object people believed had magical powers to protect them. Ancient Egyptians loved amulets.
So basically, an amulet is like carrying your own superhero in your pocket. Daniel, maybe you should have had one to help you find your group.
True. Anyway, after about 15 minutes, another staff member shows up and escorts me to the meeting point where my teacher and classmates are waiting. And, let's just say my teacher was not amused.
What did she say?
She's like, "Daniel, what did we say about staying with the group?" And I'm just standing there, holding back tears like, "I'm sorry."
Poor you. Did your classmates tease you?
Oh, big time. For weeks, they'd be like, "Hey, Daniel, don't get lost on the way to lunch." But honestly, it's a funny memory now.
And educational, too. We learned words like sarcophagus, labyrinth, ushabti, amulet, and walkie-talkie. Not bad for one story. All right, listeners. Before we wrap up, it's time to bring in Charlotte to break down today's key vocabulary with simple meanings and examples. Charlotte, over to you.
Thanks, Jennifer and Daniel. Let's jump right into today's vocabulary. Sarcophagus. Meaning: a fancy stone coffin, often used in ancient Egypt to bury important people. Example: the archaeologists were amazed to find a sarcophagus decorated with gold and jewels. Engrossed. Meaning: completely focused on or absorbed in something. Example: James was so engrossed in the football game that he didn't notice it started raining. Labyrinth. Meaning: a confusing maze or a place with many winding paths. Example: the old castle was designed like a labyrinth to confuse intruders. Amulet. Meaning: a small object believed to bring protection or good luck. Example: she always carried an amulet in her pocket for luck during exams. Walkie-talkie. Meaning: a portable two-way radio for short-distance communication. Example: the hikers used walkie-talkies to stay in touch while exploring the forest. Escort. Meaning: to accompany someone to a place for safety or guidance. Example: the security guard escorted the visitors to the museum's exit after closing time. Replica. Meaning: an exact copy or model of something, often smaller or less valuable than the original. Example: the gift shop sold replicas of the famous painting at a fraction of the price. Artifact. Meaning: an object made by humans, often of historical or cultural significance. Example: the museum displayed ancient artifacts from the Roman Empire. Panic. Meaning: a sudden feeling of fear or anxiety that makes it hard to think clearly. Example: When the fire alarm went off, the crowd started to panic and rush to the exits. Nightmare. Meaning, a terrifying or extremely unpleasant experience. Example, losing her passport at the airport was an absolute nightmare for Nancy. Nerd. Meaning, a person who is very interested in or passionate about a particular subject, often considered overly enthusiastic. Example, she's such a history nerd. She loves visiting museums on weekends. What's the scoop? Meaning, a casual way of asking, what's the news or what's going on? Example, hey, I haven't seen you all week. What's the scoop? And there you have it. 12 awesome words to practice this week. Try using them in your own sentences, and soon enough, they'll be part of your everyday English. Back to you, Jennifer and Daniel.
Thanks, Charlotte. That was amazing, as always. And I love how you make learning so simple and fun.
Same here. Listeners, make sure to practice those words this week, and don't forget to share your sentences with us in the comments.
And of course, download the PDF for this episode. It's full of examples, notes, and a few surprises. Check the link in the description.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. See you next time for more stories, laughs, and English lessons.
Bye for now.